To replace a LabQuest 3 screen, all you'll need is a T6 hand driver and a plastic tool to get leverage for the door on the housing of the ribbons of the replacement screen. You'll also need the tape that we send with the replacement screen, 3 pieces of fabric tape, 1 piece of foil tape. I strongly recommend pre-prepping those and removing them from their adhesive back, because later, when you're replacing the screen, you'll need one hand to hold the screen and one hand to place these pieces of tape. So I have already done that setup on my battery. I've also removed the battery door and the battery from the LabQuest 3 unit. I have also already hand screwed out all 9 screws from around the edge of the LabQuest unit. Once you've done that, you take the LabQuest unit with the vernier logo facing away from you and gently tap until the screen pops out. You'll still want to hold the screen because it's attached by 2 ribbons inside. Once you have the unit open, sometimes this ribbon just pops right out. You remove both pieces of tape. You can use this tool to lift this housing door. Set the bad screen aside, grab your new screen. You can start by inserting the large ribbon gently into the housing. You can use your finger to close the lid on that door. Then, while still holding the screen, you can insert the ribbon into the housing of the small ribbon. This sort of takes a little bit of skill using both hands, putting pressure with your forefinger and then using your thumb to close the lid. Now, you still want to keep the screen held at an angle, because if it falls back, it will pop these ribbons right out. So then you take your fabric, the small piece goes over the small housing of the small ribbon. Then you take the foil tape and you want that to line up with the gold on the board. So that is going to cover the gold on the board and go across onto the ribbon. Then take one of the large pieces, completely cover the housing for the ribbon. Take another piece and that goes just above. Once you've done that, gently set the screen back into the unit. Replace all 9 screws, and you'll want to again do this by hand, because if you do it with a torque driver, you run the risk of cracking the posts or stripping out the screws. Replace the battery door and the battery, and you're done.